Well folks, here it is again, the continuation of unboxing my Oppo R9 Plus. But this time, it will be setting up the device once and for all. Stay tuned. Let's stop the talking. Let's start the unboxing. Hoorah! Here's I got the case. Like vinyl-like case. Similar to the Amzer pudding. You got your manual. SIM ejector tool, US standard wall adapter with USB. You got your headphones. And of course you got your USB to micro USB charging cable. At the top of the Oppo R9 Plus, there's just a vent hole. Okay, and then moving on to the left side, you have your volume buttons up and down. Pretty good feel. And then to the right side is the power button. Right above it is your SIM card tray. So basically, it's capable of holding a micro SD and a nano combo. Moving on to the bottom, you got your speaker grill, micro USB port, and your headphone and mic 3.5mm jack. To the rear of the phone, it's just a nice metal to it, gold color. 16 megapixel camera rear, and then you got your antenna bands. You got the nice curve to it. 6-inch screen showcasing at 1920 by 1080 FHD at 367 ppi AMOLED display. And then moving on here, right at the top right corner is your 16 megapixel camera. Moving on to the bottom is your fingerprint sensor and home button. At the same time, they added a nice touch with the gold trim around it. Pretty good. You know what? This is gonna be a good daily phone for me. Bye-bye Nexus 6. What you think? Nah, I'm still the king. Okay, before I turn it on, going through the setup process, let me take out the SIM tray. I'm just curious which I got here is my SIM ejector tool. There we go. You got a combo. Nano or nano micro SD. Alrighty. I'll just put in my SIM card later. Now let's go on with the turning on of the phone as I press the power button. There you go. Alright. As I turn it on, you are greeted with the options. Select language. I don't know what you got there. Chinese? And then Korean, I think. And then of course you got your English. So basically I'll pick English. Install SSD, wipe data, reboot, power off, check disk version 2. It has the color iOS 3.0. So here's a quick rundown of the specs again. You have your 6-inch, 1080 by 1920 display with a Gorilla Glass 4 and the ColorOS 3.0. Wow. I call this the iDroid a combo of iPhone and Android style. And of course, you got your 4 gigs of RAM, Snapdragon 652, Android 5.1 Lollipop, upgradable to Marshmallow, non-removable 4120 milliamp battery. This phone was released in April 12. And of course, you have your dual SIM card tray, nano combo or nano micro SD. As you can see, as I bring up my Nexus, oh, excuse me, bring it to the home screen. Pretty good. Okay, here you go. Here's my Nexus 6 to your left. And to the right is the Oppo R9 Plus. So, side by side. Very sensitive. Okay, as you can see side by side with my Motorola Nexus 6, using it as a reference, doing a size comparison, as you can see the Oppo is a little bit taller at 163.1 millimeters versus the Nexus 6 at 159.3 millimeters. Thickness, Oppo R9 Plus is 7.4 versus Nexus 6 at 10.1, and the Nexus 6 is a little bit wider, 83 millimeters versus the Oppo R9 Plus 80.78 millimeters. Okay, I'm just gonna just try to connect the earbuds. All right, not bad. Well, I'm not listening to it, of course, but I'll bring out my House of Marley, the Rewind. Comes in with a nice pouch, excuse me. There you go, House of Marley. This is more of a angled 90-degree. There you have it, folks. The Oppo R9 Plus. It's a keeper. Alrighty, just for your viewing pleasure, I got my big boy, Android, and of course Mini Hawk holding up the phones. Hawk has the Nexus 6, while big boy and Android is holding up the Oppo R9 Plus. Just for your viewing pleasure again, this is just a size comparison side by side. Pause the video if you want to. Alrighty, folks, I'm just going to do a one last time quick rundown on the specs. It has the 6-inch 1080 by 1920 screen, front and rear 16 megapixel camera, 4 gigabytes of RAM, and Snapdragon 652, Android 5.1 Lollipop, upgradable to Marshmallow, non-removable 4120 milliamp battery. So wow, it's pretty good battery. This was released on April 12, 2016, and this has the dual SIM micro SD Nano combo. Micro SD is capable of 64 to 128 gigabytes max, so you can go with Nano or Nano micro SD. Again, this has a Gorilla Glass 4 and ColorOS 3.0. And like I said in the video, this is like the iDroid, iPhone combo with Android. So, but in conclusion, I'm a fan of tech. I'm not a fanboy of any. So for those of you who are familiar with Flossie Carter, what he said, and it's true. I'm not a fanboy of anything. iPhone, Samsung, S6, S7, whatever. Okay? I just love the tech. But anyways, at the end of the day, enjoy your phone. Don't go too deep into the specs. Because, you know, reading it on paper, blah, 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 watching the videos, just enjoy your phone. You know, go out there, have fun. And again, Maui B, hoorah, out.